right, here we are. Finally, number one on our top 10 list of restaurants and video games and whatever else we came up with here.
But before that, we did scrounge up some honorable mentions.
Yep. Because,
about 5 apiece.
You know, I've played hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games in my life, and so has Seth.
Yeah.
And we struggled to make a proper top 10 list, and there was definitely...
I've never actually sat down and thought about it, really.
Yeah, that's what made it hard.
And truthfully, well, I say this now, it could change. Who knows? It's just the way it works.
Yeah, may play a game a year from now that, changes it up.
Yeah.
But as of right now, we're ready to reveal number one. But real quick, I'm going to name off 5 of my honorable mentions. In no particular order, but Risk of Rain 2. This game just came out within the last year. It's exceedingly fun, really great co-op game. Super, super enjoyable. It's kind of one of like an item grind, just go through the levels and just become like a god kind of thing and kill stuff. It's really fun. Full Metal Furies, that game is awesome. It's a little side-scrolling RPG shooter. Played that with Rayru on the channel. Really good. You can play as like a different class and just just a little beat 'em up kind of thing. Game Dev Tycoon, that one, everyone knows Game Dev Tycoon. You basically just create your own little gaming company and develop your own games and see how far you can make it before you go bankrupt.
We both played that one on the channel.
Yeah, we both have Let's Plays of that on the channel. They are definitely different.
And they're very different. It was funny when I was watching you play that. I thought to myself, wow, this would be a game that you could almost have 2 different Let's Plays of and be vastly different.
Yeah,
and you actually said it to me before I ever brought it up. That was funny. Lo and behold, there's 2 Let's Plays.
And they are definitely different.
Yes.
Borderlands 2, that's another one. That game is awesome. I've played the hell out of it.
I played Borderlands 2 till the Handsome Collection, and you had actually got it on sale on Steam, I think, and said, hey, check this out.
It's really good. That game was out
really fun.
That game came out I think when we graduated or close to it.
I played it way after that.
And finally, Overwatch is going to be my number 5. Game's exceedingly fun. I love it. It's just a little cancerous in the online multiplayer community, but it's fun. I think I've gotten my fair share of hours in on it. So
all of those have playthroughs on the channel.
Yeah, all of those games have videos on the channel. But my number 1 game of all time, not to waste any more of your time, and a game that is totally revolving around the concept of time.
That's funny.
Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. And there's 2 Let's Plays of that on the channel. There's one half-ass Let's Play that just had me beating it normally, and then the most recent Let's Play was me doing a 100% Let's Play through it. Got everything. All the fairies, all the items, all the masks, all the heart pieces. Just beat the ever-loving crap out of the game.
And you even went as far as to make a...
montage.
Yeah, montage.
Yeah, there's a montage video on the channel that I recommend checking out if you don't mind. But that game, I talked about it all throughout the whole Let's Play, why I love that game so much. Just first game I ever... I think it may have been the first Legend of Zelda game I ever played. Because Mama got me that one and Ocarina of Time in the same year.
Yeah.
Because I got them both. Because I didn't get the N64 when it came out. I got it like 2 years after.
Yeah, we didn't get consoles when they first came out.
And it was used. Everything I got was used. But it's still... I don't know. Something about Majora's Mask just struck me as way, way more appealing than Ocarina of Time.
Which is funny because that's a lot of people's least favorite.
Yeah, people...
It kind of goes back to what I said about Pokemon Sapphire. That's a lot of people's least favorite, but that's my favorite. It's the same with Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. You won't hear very many people at all say that's their favorite game. Their favorite Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I don't know.
It's just everyone's got their thing, and, as a 10, 12-year-old, this game was just so creepy and dark and terrifying, and there's a timer constantly reminding you to go faster and that you're getting ready to experience the end of the world. You look up and you see that terrifying moon that they made with those 64-bit graphics that I think it was, I don't know. Either way, oh Lord, the whole game is just got a really subtle feeling of dread. And
that's actually a really good way to put it.
It really sticks with you over the years when you play it. You look back at it and you're just like, oh man, this game would mess you up. And of course, the music is amazing, as it is in just about every single Legend of Zelda game that's ever been made. But
if you follow the timeline, I think it does fall in the Twilight Princess timeline. Another dark Zelda game. But that's another good one too, though.
So, Majora's Mask is my all-time favorite game of all time. And is it the game that I'm the best at? No. I would probably give that to either Killing Floor or Payday 2. But I wouldn't say those games are my favorite games of all time. If I had to go back and play a game over and over and over and over again, you know, it would have to be Majora's Mask. I love Payday 2 and I love Killing Floor, and that's why those two games came in at 2 and 3. But Majora's Mask is just one of those games I had when I was a kid. I played off and on all my life. Never could beat it until I got old enough to understand, you know, the dungeons and the puzzles.
Yeah.
But just the way the game is, the atmosphere, the ending, the music, I don't know. It just comes together and it resonates with me exceedingly well. And that's why I just had to throw it at number 1. Because, you know, that's just a game that has stuck with me since day one. So, yeah. Majora's Mask, number 1 for me. Let's find out what Seth's is.
All right, and in the same vein as Ambrose, we'll do my 5 honorable mentions and my number 1 favorite game of all time. And in no particular order, this is odd, seeing as how what your number 1 was. But my first honorable mention is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, or Ocarina of Time, or however you say it. Really, this was the first Legend of Zelda game I ever played, and I didn't play it on
N64.
Didn't play it on N64. I played it on GameCube on the Collector's Edition, the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition disc. I had heard of Legend of Zelda, obviously, and had heard of, you know, whatever. I'd seen the gameplay of it or whatever, but anyways. Really, I remember one fond memory of this was trying to get through the fire dungeon the first time and having to call you, and you were on the N64 and walked me completely through it. God, that was middle school. Next one, Super Smash Brothers Brawl. To me, that is the definitive Smash Brothers game. Obviously, the one on Switches, there's a lot more characters and whatever, but I don't know. I'm a sucker for a decent little story mode. The cutscenes were amazing.
What was it called? The
Subspace Emissary or something like that?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Number 3, Super Mario Sunshine. Another GameCube game. Absolutely loved it. A lot of people were a little turned off by the little flood system you had to use with the water. I liked it. I thought it was amazing. And probably the newest game on my list, Spider-Man for PS4. And that might actually be one of the few games on my list that's actually on the channel, on my list. Loved it. Loved everything about it. That is the definitive Spider-Man game, and I can't wait till they make a sequel. And like I said, there's a full Let's Play of it on the channel, so check that out. And Spyro 2 is my last one. There's also a Let's Play of that one on the channel. It was the first Spyro game I ever played, which is probably why I have such fond memories of it and enjoy it so much. But the one that's on the channel is the Reignited trilogy. So definitely check that out if you want to, or don't. But my number 1 is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Holy shit, what a game. I'll never forget, I played it the first day it came out. I was in middle school.
Really? You got it when it came out?
I didn't get it the first day it came out. Had my dad go to the video store and rent it. And I think I rented it for 3 weeks. I kept going back up there and re-renting it. And this was way before I ever could beat it on my own. I can remember falling off the bike the first time, which if you watch the Let's Play on the channel, that's exactly what I do. I get on the bike and hit something and fall off of it. But this was actually the first game that I remember playing that required you to use analog controls, and that threw me off quite a bit. Because I was always used to the arrows, but the analog controls, you had to use them in that game. So, and obviously I learned, and it was a PS2 game, obviously. But God, I can't tell you how many times I beat that game. Countless times.
This is one of the few games on the top 10 list between the both of us that we have both beaten the crap out of.
Oh my God. Well,
you've definitely played it a lot more than I have.
I beat it on the PS2 several times. I know we beat it on the Xbox 360 once at my old house. We destroyed. I think we massacred it with cheats though, which I beat it without cheats. A few times. The one on the channel is without cheats. The one on the channel is a little wonky because of the recording system. I'd probably ought to just play it again sometime. If I ever get a hankering to, I'll probably record it too. I've bought the game numerous times. I bought when they released it as a PlayStation 2 Classic on PS3. I bought it. When they released it on a physical PS3 disc, I bought it. I bought it when they released it for PS4 and the PlayStation 2 Classics again.
Did you buy it on Steam?
I bought it on Steam and I bought it on iOS.
God.
Now most of these were on sale, truthfully.
Still.
But I bought the game several times and have beat it on every one of them except iOS because, man, I'm not going to beat it on that. I just have it. Such a fun game. The soundtrack is phenomenal. And truthfully, I was going to put Vice City in my honorable mentions, but I just didn't want to have two of the same series or whatever. But Vice City soundtrack's amazing too. And funny thing, San Andreas and Vice City were both supposed to be expansion packs for Grand Theft Auto 3 that turned into full games on their own.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God, because wow, they both really deserved a full game. And but back to San Andreas. I only really listened to 2 radio stations, K Rose for whatever reason, and KDST.
I thought you used to listen to Radio X a lot.
Radio X, that was the other one. So okay, there was 3. Radio X. That's, I'm not a big country music person. That was K Rose, and that was some old school country though. But KDST and Radio X for sure, like grunge and some rock and roll. That's my kind of stuff. But God, this I could sit here and talk forever about why I like it. And a lot of it was the setting. A lot of it was the time period I played it in. A lot of it was just thinking back on it. I remember one time at your house, there was a few different spots in the game where you could do 2-player.
Oh yeah, the co-op spots.
And there wasn't anything other than just you ran around as 2 people. Somebody was CJ and somebody was a random character that you'd see walking down the street or something.
You got a chick that you could make out with.
Yeah. And basically, we would put cheats in and just destroy shit and see how long we would last without the cops catching us.
There wasn't a lot to do at my house when he came over. Okay.
Not probably what we'd do at my house, though.
I didn't have internet.
Well, at the time, I didn't either.
Man, that game. I think my favorite memory of San Andreas, if I can just butt in, I used to love doing this. You could go and get one of those P-51 Mustang planes. They weren't the jets. They were the planes that had the machine guns mounted on them.
Yeah.
You could fly over Area 51 and you could get the jets on you. And if you were good enough, you could shoot down those jets with the machine guns on those P-51 Mustangs.
Honestly, I don't think I ever did that.
It was really hard to do, but man, was it fun.
And one thing I have never done, which we almost did, was 100% this. We almost did it on the PS3 version. We were really close. But we never did it.
It must have been just a few little things.
It was. One of them was that triathlon you had to do. But anyways, rambling a little bit. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is, I don't know. I could talk forever about why it's my favorite. Yeah, it was. It was revolutionary. It was way, way ahead of its time. I think it's better than Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, there's just more to do, in my opinion. Obviously, Grand Theft Auto 5
looks better.
It looks better, and yeah, whatever.
It's got more stuff you can do, but it's a game that came out almost a decade later.
Yeah, but I love buying properties, love doing missions at the properties, which that was more Vice City. But anyways, before I ramble too much, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is definitely my number 1 favorite game of all time.
All right, and the number 1 spot on our collaborative list of restaurants in Bowling Green, Kentucky, or Bowling Green and Scottsville, kind of that whole area, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, Is there any honorable mentions you want to like pop up on the top of your head that you can think of before we didn't actually write any honorable mentions down for restaurants?
I'm glad you said it though, because there's a couple, and these are really nostalgia based, which that's what this whole list is anyways. But I'd say Waffle House and White Castle. And I know those are really odd honorable mentions, but
There's these places we'd go to at 2 or 3 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning to
these
get
are-
food. Yeah. Gads.
definitely there is a place in Bowling Green called Gad's Great American Donut Shop. And
Are they Vietnamese? Or...
I think they're Vietnamese,
Yeah.
but they're the nicest people, and it's always the same 2 or 3 people in there working. I don't guess
24/7.
24/7. And
Amazing donuts.
phenomenal. I've never had a donut that was better ever. They top Krispy Kreme.
Oh, it's so much better than Krispy
so much
Kreme
better.
and all that. Yeah. I'll throw Smoke Shack Barbecue on there.
Oh my god.
That's here in our hometown of Scottsville, Kentucky. If they're only open Wednesday through Sunday,
Wednesday through Saturday.
Saturday.
Closed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Best barbecue you're gonna get in Southern Kentucky, in my opinion. Like it's the best stuff.
I completely agree.
Otherwise, of course, if you come in this area, you're gonna want to try out Harper's Catfish. You're gonna want to go to
It's good.
RLG Dumplings. That's another place that people go crazy
And it's funny
about.
because if you get on like hole in the wall restaurants in Kentucky, them two will be on there every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. They're really good for around here for sure.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably
That's good. That's
probably
a good honorable mention.
probably good honorable mentions.
I actually
can't-
don't think you and I have ever ate at Harper's and Dumplings at the same time.
No, I don't believe we have.
That's funny.
Okay, well, all that said, our number one spot, the spot that we've been to the most over the last 5 years, without a doubt in my mind,
Oh, for sure.
is Mr. B's Pizza and Wings.
Mr. B's Pizza and Wings. And I looked it up real quick. There is one in Bowling Green, there's one in Murray, Kentucky, and there's one in Henderson, Kentucky. So there's 3 different locations.
Oh.
I didn't know that till just now, but obviously it's a Kentucky-based restaurant.
Yeah, it's a sports bar kind of.
And it's funny, we did not start going here until Toots closed.
Yeah, the only reason we started going to this place was because the other place like it that we loved closed down, which
Yeah.
is Toots, which was number 4, I think,
I think it was number 4.
on our
Yeah.
top 10 list here. But Mr. B's is really it's a sports bar.
It's a mini sports bar. It's not like, you go to Buffalo Wild Wings or something, or,
It's
or Overtime.
cheaper and better
Oh, it's cheaper and
than
better.
Buffalo Wild Wings
Way,
by far.
You're not paying for the name more, they've got a big projector, and then there's
Multiple TVs
multiple
everywhere.
TVs everywhere.
They got a
and
nice bar you can sit at and eat.
Okay, so there's one waitress, always amazing. But sometimes I will say the service is a bit subpar. It's not bad. It's not bad service, but
No matter what the service is like,
The
the food is always amazing. no matter what.
the food's always amazing. And I always say I can deal with just it's not bad service at all.
Just mediocre
service.
yeah. Sometimes, but most times it's pretty good.
Most time it's really good. I really can't complain. That's actually a really nitpick thing to say, but I just say it because the food is always good. I've never had one bad experience there, and it's called Pizza and Wings. I've never had the pizza.
I have.
Yeah, I was gonna say the very first time we went, it seems like you got like a personal pan pizza or some shit.
Pretty good pizza. And
They always run good deals on them.
and
Wings.
they've got lunch specials all the time for
Always.
wings and stuff like that.
I've tried the barbecue wings, the sweet and spicy wings, the triple X hot wings, and the X hot wings. The triple X hot wings are almost, I get boneless, like a weirdo, I guess, but they are. Oh my god, it's actually miserably hot. But the sweet and spicy is about where you keep it. Those are the bomb.
You've had the burger, the Mr. B's burger.
The Mr. B's burger,
Pretty good.
really good.
Yeah.
Really good. I forgot I had the burger.
And I usually get wings, traditional style. Their fries are freaking amazing.
Oh, the fries are like no other.
They're crinkle cut fries, and they season them just right every time.
But you always got to start off with some fried pickles.
Yep.
And the fried pickles and whatever sauce they give you,
It's like a pickled ranch
I don't know
sauce.
what
It's
it is.
orange. Oh my god.
it is amazing.
Literally, you may just want to go for the fried pickles after you go there the first time and
Oh, for
try
sure.
their fried pickles are amazing.
And it's always reasonably priced, like you said earlier.
Me and him will go eat, and it's normally about $25.
That's 2 drinks, appetizer, and 2
Yeah,
meals.
it's about $25-$30, and that's pretty dang
A lot of
good.
times that's with a tip too. So.
You'll spend damn near twice that if you go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, for sure. And not really trashing Buffalo Wild Wings, but
No.
I think this place is better. But like I said, it's a Kentucky-based location. If you're ever in Murray, Henderson, or Bowling Green, try it out. I've never been to the other two, so I can't speak on those. But I'd say it's relatively the same, anyways.
Probably, yeah.
And we've never actually been there on a sporting event night.
We went there during a Kentucky football game once.
That was nuts.
And the place was kind of crazy.
Oh, my God. Well, and the thing was, I think it was a bowl game.
It was the Kentucky Penn State bowl game.
It was a bowl game, and we didn't remember that. I don't guess we remembered the time. We knew the bowl game was that day, but oh my God, it was a Saturday. It was actually the last Saturday you and I were both off at the same time.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's all coming back to me. Well, it was just last year, that's why. But or earlier this year or whatever, but
it's a really cool place to go.
It's a really cool place, and actually if I had been in the mood to watch a bowl game, it'd been really fun, but holy crap, it was nuts. But it was a sports bar.
That's
can't complain.
Kentucky fans for you.
It was wild. It gets a little wild when Kentucky is doing good.
So yeah, Mr. B's Pizza and Wings, sports bar, grill, whatever you want to call it. The place has got amazing food,
and they deliver.
They deliver
within
within the city.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're ever coming through, stop by, try the place out. Definitely get the fried pickles. Just get the fried pickles.
Yeah,
okay,
just get the fried pickles.
Start off with that. Everything will go uphill from there. I promise. I think that's about all I've got to say. This probably wraps up our top 10, huh?
Yeah, wraps up our top 10. It was kind of a little unorthodox the way we did it, I guess.
This is just a thing that we decided to do at random, and just for fun. We could have it out there on the channel. Mm-hmm. Places we like to eat, games we like to play.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Kind of goes hand in hand. This whole thing went hand in hand because we would play games, then we would go eat.
Yeah, I mean,
and then we come back and play more
really,
games.
Yeah, it all comes full circle, doesn't it?
Then we go eat again. So that's why this list is the way it is. And another thing really funny that I thought of the other day, minus Spider-Man PS4, all your games are relatively new, minus Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. All mine were like at least 10 years or older. Every single one of them. I thought that was funny, which I really don't know why that is. I've played several games that I like. I don't know why it felt like that.
The only reason mine is like that is probably because I hopped on the Steam train.
Could be.
And Steam, that really modernizes my gaming catalog for sure. And who knows, maybe in 10 years we'll do this whole list again, and it
could be completely different.
Can't be. I mean, I'm sure Payday 2 and stuff will still be up there for me, but we'll see. Who knows? Either way,
it could be different next year. Who knows?
That's the list. Thanks for
tuning in
and listening to us ramble about it.